Have you ever found yourself pretending to be someone in front of the people who you wanted to impress? Pretending to be someone else has two side effects. First, you're going to attract the people that you don't like. Second, you're going to attract the people who are not in alignment with your value and your purpose. If you want to be truly happy and successful, you need to stop pretending to be someone you are not and stop trying to fit in the group that you don't belong. Everyone tries to fit in because we wanted to feel accepted wherever we are. But fitting in will never make us happy because you're trying to adapt to the world that is not your own. And the truth is, you will never be able to fit in where you don't belong. And that will only preventing you from achieving more happiness and success in your life. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 tips with you on how to love yourself, how to embrace who you truly are, and how to accept yourself. So you will never ever need to pretend someone you're not anymore. Hello everyone, welcome back to You Can Be Healed. If this is your first time here, hello, this is Connie. I help aspiring entrepreneurs get rid of the limiting beliefs and emotional struggles so they can accelerate their business growth and success faster. I also share all the tips and tricks on how to get unstuck emotionally in life and stop living your life on repeat. So feel free to subscribe to my channel to show me some support. I post videos on every Sunday. So now let's get started. Sometimes we try very hard to pretend everything is okay, while deep down we know that it is not. We spend so much time trying to conform to society and the expectation of those around us that we lose the ability to listen to our own hearts. And the reason why so many people try to pretend to be someone they're not is because their lack of the sense of identity. They feel lost of who you are. They're even confused what they're doing or what is their purpose in life. In fact, it can stem back all the way to our childhood. We may have been taught that we are not enough as we are because our parents and our teachers always wanted us to think, to look, and to behave in different ways than we did. And they also try to convince us to act in the way that they wanted us to be. And as time goes by, we learn how to cover yourself very well. As adults, we always have different kind of masks ready at hand so that we can easily choose which one to wear according to the situation and to the people that we hang out with. And since it's so natural for humans to desire social relationship, most of us choose to compromise. We pretend to be someone else because deep down, we may feel empty, lonely, and insecure about who we truly are. And we even feel that we are not good enough. I want you to take a moment, think about your life, and ask yourself, do you feel confident? Do you feel secure? Do you accept who you truly are? Do you appreciate yourself? And for most people, and many of my clients, the answer is no. Behind every mask that we wear lies a deep-rooted fear. It's the fear of rejection and the fear of not good enough. But when you don't even appreciate yourself and accept who you truly are, how can you expect others to accept you and appreciate you? And many people pretend to be happy even though they are not. It is not always a bad thing, but when it becomes a subconscious habit that can lead to anxiety and depression. I've healed so many clients from anxiety and depression, and many of them constantly trying to suppress their true emotions and feelings. People don't really fake depression, they fake being okay. So the first step to stop pretending who you are not is to love who you truly are. And sometimes we are just so good and so used to pretending, and that we totally forget who we truly are. So here are 5 tips to help you to find yourself again and have the courage to be you and learn to love yourself more. The first thing is embrace who you are. You are always with yourself, so you might as well enjoy the company. Everyone is different, so everyone should live in his or her own way. So it's time to create your own path and the life that you love to live. Take some time to sit with yourself and discover who you are. When was the last time that you asked yourself what you truly want? What makes you happy? What makes your heart sing? What are the things that you love to do? And what are the things that you don't like to do? What kind of people that you love to hang out? What are your dreams, your ambitions, your goals? When you don't take time to ask yourself these questions, you will easily get lost and confused about your identity because, as I mentioned, we get so used to pretend someone else and we forgot our true self and we don't even remember who we are. Each of us, we all have things that makes us unique. Take the time to truly learn about yourself. Acceptance is the ability to love yourself and accept all your flaws, your imperfection unconditionally without judging yourself. And remember that no one is perfect and stop trying to be perfect just to be who you are. You as a person is already good enough. And I have a video share 6 tips for happiness in life. I will put the link in the description for you to watch. Second, accept what you cannot change. So many people and so many clients that I've met, they've always tried to change things that they have no control over. If you keep trying to change things that you can't control or you cannot even change, you will find it difficult to be satisfied and contained in your life. If we can change a situation or an outcome, the best option is to learn from our past experiences, accept what we cannot change, and learn to deal with it, then let it go. In our life, there are things that we can change for better. However, there are also things we cannot change, such as our past. What has already happened in the past, there's nothing that we can change. We all have emotional baggage that we carry from our past experiences, and the baggage gets heavier the longer you hold on to it. Many people have a hard time letting go of their past. We carry a mental reminder of our mistakes, failures, and losses from the past everywhere we go, not realizing how much they steal our present joy. We must accept that we cannot change the past. I want you to remember that you are a worthy human being, regardless of what happened in your past. And don't let your past destroy your future. And regardless of your past, you can always start today and make the rest of your life the best of your life. Be kind and be gentle to yourself. If you're struggling of letting go, I have another episode talking about how to let go of your emotional burden. I will also put the link in the description for your reference. Always make conscious effort. Choose to love yourself and all your flaws, all your imperfections, rather than trying to hide them away or ignore them. It may take some time for you to truly let go, but this is the process and this is your healing journey. And at the end, you will thank yourself and you will be grateful that you put in the effort to learn to love and accept who you truly are. Third, it is okay to be alone. And perhaps it's even better to be alone and be true to yourself than to be in the company of others because you are fear of being alone. When you are alone, you give yourself a gift of peace. It is okay to be alone because you learn how to make yourself happy without the need of somebody else. You will also learn how to enjoy things without being forced to please others. It's okay to be alone whenever it's your birthday, whenever it's Christmas, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, or whatever festival or celebration it is. Celebrating on your own may be sad to the eyes of the typical world, but this just shows maturity because you know true happiness doesn't just depend on the people around you. You will also learn how to appreciate yourself more, and you choose not to let others bother you with what they think. And I can share with you, I have spent a lot of Christmas, birthdays, and any other festivals alone. So when you have overcome the fear of being alone, you will be able to let go of the need for social approval. You don't need anyone else to approve you anymore. This, in return, will allow you attract the right people and build genuine relationship for long term. Change the group of people who constantly making you feel uncomfortable for being yourself. Surround yourself with the people who truly loves you and appreciate who you are. So I'm telling you once again, it is absolutely okay to be alone because being alone is a superpower not everyone has. Fourth, learn to speak the truth. Why many people are so afraid to speak the truth? It can also be because in our childhood, speaking up may lead to upset your parents. So that's where we learned our limiting beliefs that it's better that we don't tell the truth. So before you can be honest with others, first, you must learn to be honest with yourself. Speaking your truth means that you stay true to who you are, whether it's your feelings, your opinions, your value, your purpose, your standard. Don't try to hide what you feel just for the sake of someone's approval of you. The tips here is notice your inner critic. The closer that you get to speaking up, the louder your inner critic gets. It will give you all the reasons why you should keep your mouth shut. Fear is just simply doing its job. It's also a subconscious mind. It's playing the trick, try to keep you safe and away from any further hurt or pain. But remember that you are an adult now. So you no longer need to be afraid of your voice and your power. So whenever you hear the inner voice telling you to shut up, by all means, speak out loud. The more you practice and allow yourself to speak the truth, the easier you will get. I have another episode is talking about how to overcome the fear of rejection. I will also put the link in the description that you can go and check it out. Fifth, last but not the least, learn to say no. This is so important, and actually my last episode was talking about how to say no with confidence. So please feel free to go back to my previous episode and watch it because learn to say no is so powerful, and you also help you to set the boundaries for yourself, not allow people to take advantage of you. In that video, I mentioned when you say yes to others, make sure that you are not saying no to yourself. Never be afraid to express your true feelings and your true thoughts. Stop trying to please others if you don't feel like to, because we cannot please everyone, and the only one that you should please is yourself. When you authentically speak up, you love yourself a little bit more every single day. You give yourself the love your family and no one else could give you, and you reclaim your right to be heard, valued, and respected. When you learn to accept yourself, love yourself, appreciate yourself, you set yourself up for a life filled with infinite abundance, love, happiness, joy, and peace.